What a day.
So if you hadn't heard us screaming here, Gonzaga University just won. They are now advancing to the Final Four.
Yes.
And it's just been impressive. Two more games.
Two more games. That was it. This was a convincing win across the board, basically from tip. 20-point lead is how it ended. It was pretty incredible. Karthik Venkatrahman, of course, was breaking down every moment of that game. So we want to turn back to him just to talk a little bit more about your observations and what still lies ahead for the Zags.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game for Gonzaga. They jumped out from the gate and they really dominated this game from start to finish. USC really didn't seem to have an answer in any sort of facet, what advantages they might have had with their bigs down low with the Mobley brothers and Evan and Isaiah. Gonzaga just really cruised in this one, and they're scorching and setting history marks along the way. I think one of the things that, we don't say enough but keep on going on here is, Gonzaga is going to move on to their second Final Four ever in their NCAA tournament runs that they've had. And, their second in 5 years. They were just there in 2017, the last time that they had been to that Final Four and made it to the national title game. They lost to North Carolina in that close one. Star players on that team, Shemek Karnowski, Nigel Williams, Goss. I mean, you had a loaded talent there. They were really good that season, but here they are. They're going to have an opportunity to come back this year, and, they're a lot better this year than I think they were that year because they just are able to attack teams in so many ways with their offense. They're just so solid. So I think, that's going to be one of the big things that we look forward is, they're back in the Final Four. Now can they get the job done to get that very elusive national championship that they haven't won?
Wow, just amazing, and for folks that had been watching the game over on TBS, and we should let folks know when they're watching us right now, that's not our decision. We would have been glad to carry the game here on Creme Television, but contractually it had to be over on TBS. But we saw that referee go down in the first half, and when we saw the replays, he was just out on his feet, as if he had fainted or something, and his head hit really hard on the floor, but he was tended to, and we did receive word throughout the game that he was, speaking and coherent, and there he is right there, and that we thanked that he thanked everyone for all the support he was given. But he really was out on his feet and just went down hard, and nobody was near him. So that was a very scary moment, but at least as far as we know now, he's okay. So we love that.
Well, and those are the kind of moments that could possibly change momentum or could kind of interrupt the flow of the game, but certainly in this case, it did not. Right, Karthik?
Yeah, it was definitely a scary moment. I mean, there's been several reports now saying that he just felt lightheaded, and then right there he kept thumping. He thumped his head. Brenna Green, our sports director, was over there and said that, right there that he had just kind of fallen down, but good to see that he was back on his feet after that.
So we hope that Gonzaga has to celebrate Easter in Indianapolis, right? Because Michigan and UCLA are playing tonight, and then Karthik, the winner of that game will play Gonzaga on Saturday. Is that correct? And then if they make it to the championship game, that will be on Monday.
Yep, Saturday would be the Final Four, and then moving on to Monday, that would be the national championship game. So who's to tell? Obviously, we got Michigan, UCLA. That'll be the Gonzaga's next opponent in the Final Four, and then on Monday it'll be either Baylor or Houston. So we'll see between those two teams who make it there.
Can I put you on the spot? I mean, it's just, just
why not?
Yeah, why not? Who do you think wins this game? Tonight? UCLA and Michigan.
I want to pick Michigan, I really do, but UCLA has been shocking the world. They've been playing well, but I'm not saying UCLA now. I'm not saying UCLA. I'm going to take Michigan, but I do think it's going to be close.
It's going to be fun to watch. Either way, that's the fun part.
That has been the fun part. The Oral Roberts victories. I mean, this has just been you know what, for me personally, I took the tournament for granted, and then the tournament didn't happen last year.
Isn't that the truth?
And all of a sudden I went,
wait a minute.
So this year I was glued to the tournament because what I learned from COVID, I'm not taking anything for granted ever again.
That is a great lesson across the board, basketball and everything else. So we like that.
Yeah.
Karthik.